Hi all, myself Professor Disha Shukla and I am conducting the subject Wireless Communication. My today's topic is link budget design. Now, link budget is an accounting of all the power gains and the losses that a communication signal experiences in a telecommunication system. That is, from a transmitter through a communication medium such as you may be using the radio waves or cables or waveguides or the optical fiber to the receiver. That is, a link budget can be said that it is an equation giving the received power from the transmitted power after the attenuation of the transmitted signal due to the propagation, as well as the antenna gains and the feed line and other losses, and the amplification of the signal in the receiver or any repeaters it passes through. That is, it is an equation that gives the received power from the transmitted power. Now, it is not necessary that the power that you receive, it won't be equal to the transmitted power, so it is actually an equation that will be giving us the total plus and minus, I mean adding and subtracting from the whole energy system. Now, a link budget is a design aid that is calculated during the design of a communication system to determine the received power to ensure that the information is received intelligibly with an adequate signal to noise ratio. Now, randomly varying channels gains such as the fading are taken into account for adding some margin depending on the anticipated severity of their effects. The amount of margin that is required can be reduced by the use of mitigating techniques such as antenna diversity or either frequency hopping. That is, the amount of margin that we need to keep can be reduced with the help of either you can do some kind of an antenna diversity, or you can use the frequency hopping techniques for decreasing it. So, link budget design is, I mean, in a wireless communication system, the link margin, which is generally measured in decibels, is the difference between the receiver's sensitivity and the actual received power. What do you mean by receiver's sensitivity? Now, the received power at which the receiver will stop working is called the receiver's sensitivity, and the link margin is the difference between the receiver's sensitivity and the actual received power. A 15 decibel link will margin, I mean a communication channel that has a 15 decibel link, its link margin means that the system can tolerate an additional of 15 decibels of attenuation between the transmitter and the receiver, and it would still just barely work. Now, it is typical to design a system with at least a few decibels of link margins to allow for the attenuation that is not modeled elsewhere. So, a system with a negative link margin would mean that the system is insufficient to transfer the data. Usually, this means a better receiver is needed with an improved sensitivity. When designing a complete system, that is end to end radio communication system, it is necessary to calculate what is termed as the link budget. So, whenever we are designing a particular communication system, it is necessary to calculate this link budget. The link budget enables the factors such as the required antenna gain levels, the radio transmitter power levels, and the receiver's sensitivity figures to be determined. That is, these are the different factors, or these are the different factors that we need keep in mind, or we get those things like the antenna gain levels or the radio transmitter power levels. Now, by assessing the link budget, it is possible to design the system so that it meets its requirements and performs correctly without being over designed at extra cost. That is, it provides us the it helps us to meet its requirement. What requirements? That we design a particular system such that it does not become extra costly. I mean, the budget of that system can be managed. It is a it is crucial that the required signal level are maintained to ensure that the received signal levels are sufficiently high above the noise level to ensure that the signal to noise level or the bit error rates are within the required limits. But however large the antenna is, high transmitter power levels that requires add considerably to the cost, so it is necessary to balance this to minimize the cost of the system while still maintaining the performance. Now, what is a link budget? Now, as the name implies, the link budget is an accounting of all the gains and losses in the transmission system. In the essence of link budget, it takes the form of the following equation, or the equation that is mentioned over here. It gives you that the received power in decibel meters is equal to the transmitted power plus the gains and minus the losses. Here the losses may vary with time, that is, the losses can be because of the fading, and allowance must be made within the link budget for this. Often the worst case may be taken, or alternatively an acceptance of the period of increased bit rate error or the degraded signal to noise ratio for the analog system. Now, in order to devise a link budget equation, it is necessary to investigate all the areas where the gains and the losses may occur between the transmitter and the receiver. That is, link budget equation is an equation that gives you the final output or the final power that we receive at the receiver side by adding certain things and by subtracting certain things. So it is an equation that will investigate all the areas where the gains and the losses may occur. Now, although the guidelines and the suggestions can be made regarding the possible areas for the losses and gains, each link has to be analyzed on its own merits. That is, we have a predefined list, or we can say that there can be some kind of a list that we can get the gains due to certain reasons, or there can be the losses due to certain other reasons. But for each and every link, it has to be analyzed on its own merits. That is, we need to analyze each and every link on its own. All the links cannot be the same. I mean, it may be same at some point, but it may be similar. That is, it can be similar, but it is not necessary that it will be same. So the power received at the receiver end can be calculated. I mean, the typical link budget equation for a radio communication can be mentioned like this. That is, PRX, that is the received power, is equal to PTX, that is the transmitter's output power, plus GTX is the gain of the transmitter's antenna gain, plus GRX, that is the receiver antenna's gain, minus the LTX is the transmit feeder and the associated losses, that is due to the feeders or the connectors, the losses that occur due to the feeders or the connectors. LFS is the free space loss or the path loss. LP is the miscellaneous signal propagation losses, which includes fading margin, polarization mismatch, or losses associated with the medium through which the signal is traveling. That is, the losses that may occur due to different reasons. It may be that the transmitter and the receiver have a different polarization, that is, they may be receiving at different angles, so the losses that occur due to them, or the losses because of the fading, or the losses because of the transmission medium, all those losses are the miscellaneous losses, and minus the LRX, that is the receiver's feeder and associated loss. Now this is how the whole received power is calculated. That is, we are adding some things and we are subtracting some other things. We are adding the gain, that is, we are adding the transmitter's output plus adding the transmitter's gain plus adding the receiver's gain, and we are subtracting certain things. That is, we are subtracting the transmitter feeder and associated losses, receiver's feeder and associated losses, losses due to the free space, and miscellaneous losses like because of the fading or due to the medium. So this is how the whole link budget equation is calculated. Now, the basic link budget equation, where no level of antenna gains are included, assumes that the power spread out equally in all the direction from the source. So basically, where there are no level of antenna gains, where we don't consider the antenna gains, we assume that the power is spreading equally in all the direction. That is, it is an omnidirectional antenna. So in another words, the antenna is an isotropic source. Again, we have seen that isotropic antenna is something that can transmit equally in all direction and which has a unit power. Now additionally, that will be radiating equally in the all direction. Now this assumption is good for a theoretical calculation, but in reality all this antenna radiates more in some direction than in others. That is, generally we do not find an ideal isotropic antenna in our practical life. It is an assumption thing. So in reality we need to calculate, in reality it will be transmitting in all the direction. So in addition to this, it is often necessary to use the antennas with gain to enable interference from other directions to be reduced at the receiver, and at the transmitter to focus the available transmitter power in the required direction. And actual, that is the practical link budget design using the various path loss models, can be defined as most radio propagation models are derived using a combination of analytical and the empirical methods. So empirical methods take into account all the propagation factors that actual field measurements, but the classical models have also emerged, and the classical models are used to predict the large scale converge for a mobile communication system design, possibly to predict the signal to noise ratio for a mobile communication system with the path loss model. So this is how the whole link budget is calculated, or how the whole link budget thing works here. So this is practically a link budget is calculated using two different models, that is the empirical model or the uh, analytical models. That is, some of them, the analytical models, it will be keeping in mind into all the propagation factors, whereas the classical models are something that are used to predict the signal to noise ratio. So basically link budget analysis or link budget is something that calculates the power at the receiver end by adding the gains may it be due to the antenna or the power of the antenna at the transmitter and the receiver, and subtracting the losses, the free path loss or the losses due to the medium, etc. So this is how the power at the receiver end is calculated using the link budget model. If you have any questions, you can ask me.